Hello, Jotua Nining, and again, Jacqueline Ikango Okot. This is the second session. Get dad to our Richard Okot Labog, get brother to our Lars Okot, Walungani Ja. My sister's also on the line, the co-host. Boy, you can introduce yourself.
Yo to wano wadu en anyinga Alice Okot. What yeki welo. Yes.
All right, thank you, boy. So, Gia and we're going back to question Mulungati post at the last session. Okay. Well, look about Pajok. Settlement for Acholi can migrate, get a pain, get settled Pajok. We focus on Pajok. No question para about Acholi Mokene clan Mogone. Magi settled chin pat ki kumpa joke. Gi bino ni nin kenyo gi settled pat ki kumpa jok pingo. Yala gin kono gi bino gi kama pat. Lineage to ngone wungio erone how close are they to the Pajok clan? Wala gitie bo feud mo better tie between clan ni gini or gi better chen. I will pass it on to you, Ja. Karungi pass it on to Uya Kato.
Well, so kinma wajana ne ingeone kidma dogola pat o kidma tum mene pat to jumo long tum o cheng pat pian jami ma actually dogola na magetimo pat kara mo lo ngeo gen tugi ngeo gen gidwa tugi ma pat jumo lo ngeo gen gi yibo ma pat mo ngeo gen gi gojo tugi ma pat o tie tugi ma pat te ka watia lo chala go agoro gen mo gi beg gen lo lone chamo kana lo got mala penye bene chala wune tie ko agoro ma penye tie
ma penye tie
okay agoro ma malo ne tie so agoro ngio ne gena ngio leba agoro kimo ko ana agoro chamo kana wana agoro pala patwo pera agoro bene mwa so muno bero kid ma gena gi kid ma gi pimo kom gi kere so kid mi mo pore kere ne kimo pore kere ne bero ne one wa kamotia migrate gia ne wa bino penye watero yo ma pat jomoro bino chan jomoro bino la chen jomoro agi west na agi luara gi bino kid mai nana ne mario ptie ka mari mi west benetie so kimo pore bene ka mo beno pore munu so agoro gio me o gina gi chok yo gina o ba gi pa jok da to chok magui da to tie dire kana so it were nana ne pa jok da to gi yo ba gi nyome da to la ne pa jok gi agoro chamo kana ho so better to gonna keep my penny agin ko kom gi mara chamo kana kimono wa cheka migrate kama ko bino cheka ni chalo tugu gini ojo bari o meo gen mon tugu gi mon ma duongi gina gelo tugu gina goro mon tugu pangio mara goro da to gi tie da to chok chal gina gi chok da to chira chira yo numle go terrain tugu magi bere pa jogging one wa mara kama ngicha one minute wa go le ma patte jomo ma go le ma to ko yo tum to ana gi chiro tum to gi go one wa pero nin jomo ko pero jom ma patte jomo ma ga ma patte gi chama ma pat obo bero potato ngewa so gen gi pero potato chama ko ma duong gi chama potato ma duong so eno bero wa one no ka ma to ko ye ma bear it was kind of like habitat baby go. So part of it a bit of nature in a way. And part of it also a bit of survival in a way. Bien, Karamachan, every village has to be about 3 hours of walking distance sometimes. And every big village have to be about at least a day or some sort of walk. Kanya yela time kuno, ni tuarang wajitora benanga yela na kulitie kapanya duchana. So we separate ourselves in instead of being close together based on history and our knowledge too. That's why 1 minute time kenaka gera or tua based on settlement. First gera or lumachel kanya pa juantie pa meotie pa jonitie pa kan so karong a yellow bino pelo never uno wholesale in one house. So that's the reason. Part of it also keeping the identity. Mayo agoro Kenya venetie. So keeping those, Oba, but tier we kuja. There's Oba in Congo, Central Africa. There's one there, so.
So, because we are based on what we said about family line to akin mawo bino keregi baria jo pa ba. So pa jogi agi ba. Jumo ni minigi agi ba wal gi binigi yo kama pate. Awu ni
Different
mentioning on it.
places.
Bari no gi selu Kenya before kamoko ni. So what poko gi kumba wole itamninga.
Ba is a name, Ba is a field. Like for us, let me look in the lab mono. For us, sometimes it's elemental, elemental name. Lo pitie, nying mo kaya agi mat tie, nying mo kaya agi nam alu is a breath, right? There's a name. So like basically, there's elemental, there's animal names, there's land names, there's water names. So ba there's like field names too. Agaratie, and Lomalotie. So basically, or ba, you don't know, you want to know like the agi bari, what agi ba,
Bari why?
Malo.
Wole. Like what bino gi ngabon nyenge ba why? Looking pa ba.
Saying koje, nyenge koje, Joparico.
Okungi pa ba gini awia. Okon pa ba gini.
Ba ni en yo ba chon cha cái ba clan me ba cha ba ni wa yo pingo ge chokan en ba ni lu ka ba yo tu che ya ge ge
Yeah.
Okay. So one bino gi ba. Well, one nanga family to any what bino gi ba.
Wa bino ke ba ke la kara bene la kara yo ba ka ma chok cho come chuli la kara ke ba ya Baria, ba.
Okay.
What if I joke you? You only barongan. Barongan, yani, look, ma me yada me to Kushalia, barongan, you know, Gishit to barongan. Nganye, cherry, Gilabachul, Nganye,
Uno Bobby go.
cherry.
Uno Bobby.
Barongan, Riamajoba. You get been the barrier, actually, shit here is not effective, actually. It's just, again,
So, Bani here,
Ba shell matter, ba kai a kababo, long India ba bene. No gishen, Philip Arab kono luone ma. No chen, ke bini settle, kenyi, in la kin la citizen ko bina.
Abi winyo ningo. Kolo tia ngalo Latin mo ikwero po bini ngeri ko no yang watu ni lo wana. Gi kanyi Latin ba ni. Pien ngara tido outsider.
Okay, if I joke ke jo ba clan me ba jaru tie barongan. Yeah. Jo ba ni chi no you bina.
Inyo to kara weng mi Sudan or South Sudan tegi clan mi luo kinge. Luo denka tie, luo nue tie, luo murle bena gwa tie. Kai balanda bena luo ni luo bi balanda tie yo west kuda. So gen weng ginge luo gen bena tie kara tu ma tie luo bena tie.
Yeah.
Majok tie we denka kuda kai wane tie pa jok majok ki jok tie yo denka yo kunu yo bargazal kunu. Kange kono luo mo bor onyo gen magi kera so kara luo tie kin edi kara weng mati Sudan Kenya mana o chamo Kenya mana ki gichiri gina Kenya be no luo nge gina binongo ne luo bena ti gina dogola tu go weng ma logo gina laptop or close to us.
Mm.
So nen chalne luo nya chuli bena ki kelo kagap ba pat ikingi bena minyo.
Man ngani penye wuni ko actually what you clan pat a pajok giti wana giti close to kono bage lo korogi o me giti close gi bon nga agor giti close gi clan gna 2 man coach a man take war man o bo giti close gi take gna take war man ngeo because I
Lo
think we
pet
the room ane o bo giti close gi binu gi lo tugu gi binu we got kono o nga is this true?
Oba. No, Oba have more, I would say, in the old day, they're more close to Odiang, Sambura, Kono, Sambura, or Topasa, those tall cow people. That's probably like more like Oba people, I think. But Omer, I think they're more closer to the pit or Agoro, or probably more like that. Their clan is more like close to the pit people.
Ire ni
Pit
bene
also
tie
like
para
actually
bobo.
low people.
Ire. Wi
Huh?
wani ki aki ire. Ire tie do lo tuo wala gi tie do.
I thought a year is for job.
Eh?
Ira kitia dolo tuko bina albo kelo gini nyinge ire la cho lida tuko
Okay.
nyalo long ye ire
Okay.
tege bino ke go bo kenyi bo anu no ma winyo ni lo tuko ko bo ngom pa lo tuko mera ko si kitie close to lo tuko en
Okay.
la bo gene obo
Yeah, the name Kang is Lutugo sometimes.
eh
Yeah.
obo ni ya kapibangi kwa pibangi
A lot of ball potatoes.
potatoes go shabe ya kakabangi lobo ni ya pinangi ji ya ngi ni wa ye na ite kwa en yung kakar o garbangi ji ya obo lem lu tu obo ni ya gibangi nyo potatoes
So two me bene Kang two me bene tie man. Then kiman ni na korone 1500. The 1500 jomo duogi Europe duogi kama patani monye. Kagama duongo duogo lo tugo bene tie ya gi rube gi choli ma patte gi kilo lep tugi ma pat lepe da to tie what. Gin bene kimagi agi wako ni no gi nyome ko kingi ko so lep tugi gi la gi wane kosa kono mana gi logo bene gi leba da rubo ko wen kacha. So okay again yo punj kono ngare la ken gi magi no gi bino ne dana no nena ne ya kalo tugu tuara bero ga chuli ka chel o nyingi mo bene rubi ka chel o dinka ne bene mo no tie we sanar kenyo ya a good dinka whatever lungo gina he fought against a water jeep and more a water jeep kenyo gina gi Sudan. They all mix because they were crusaders. So when the crusaders all mix and they marry with each other, their clan and their culture also mix. Then it becomes to a point where you can have a grandfather who's both Lotugo and Mari and also Oba or some other culture. And then whatever the culture is adopted afterward. Because I know that one of my great grandfather was possibly part of that, but he fought Lotugo people for so long. And then he fought along with Lotugo people against the British. So it's like we are in a way connected because Lotugo, again, they call themselves basically after the sign of Aries. You know what I mean? Like Dielma Ododano, Chamoikan. So like for them, warrior culture. But if you look around, then they say Lopit also have a warrior culture, no different. Like so, you see in our culture, you see Danwa Chamokena ngala komiko, but actually doesn't actually ngala komiko, but ngala dingi here like that. So that's basically their recognition of their other.
Magi ngolo kumgi like obo to mom to gi ngolo gina face to gi obo kuja. What do you think the meaning of that is?
This started with as a protest. Chaka as a protest all the way in ancient Egypt. They used to cut their forehead as they protest, right? And then we cut it this way. But for other people, it became to mark identity, basically. Called Charo, you know, what OP, Kanemo, in Menengeo, Komi, Kena, Karape, Chamo, Kana. But for some people, it just is scar. I don't know, but like that's as far as or kid
Okay. So the kin clan again give having feud. Well, just settlement no. Luany tie between kono meo gi agoro bo pa jo gi ber ka luany manu gi okenyo ne wele dong gi poke non gen gi ser non.
Nen chal Bongil one, you know, Karatugitia, Agoro yo meo, they're close. They marry between each other more. But Jog yo ba, even during the British time, they were never bongina ngano bongo pigin kalwani kingi atata. Kari ruri na bena bongi pio kongi atata ko luan tugi mera te again kama pat. Lo tugo ay dong to mag dana luanya kama dongo mea luanya lo tugo. Pa Jog luanya lo tugo. Ka gibi daughter gibi luanya ka chela. Kin kimane chabe kin madano chabe kele ni kin kara ero matie kenye ni bongo teme kit man and to bit teme ara kingdom kit ma chulo pore omegi are o pore kele kadana charo dong luanya kin gibene bien jo matie te ka gana lu ruot chane tie jo matie tie lu ruot mane tie o men mane tie so chuli kin gibene ki charo ne re di muno.
So
Ento monye mo no jaro pe kene pen monye no gitia monye Addis Ababa kene Gondo kene monye we actually wengil wanya kongibe na ye kenya pen tia luan ngamo kelo joni kanye ngamo ogena invite gain inside kono ngamo betray who luanya tia lakin kimano wasara ne monye bedo pe kin luo o bedo kin gina ken ikin jomo duro from the 1500. Munu gina magikelo culture mapate and they wanted to enforce a different culture. The way you are bino if a job gitugu monyere.
okay. So kiro in terms of tradition ngomati part between clan and me actually ne. Miel rom, lep rom, da like a part accent gini part. Giti mo ma part between agoro meo bo pa jok ngomi tamati very different between clan ergini. What's distinct between clan ergini?
Nying gnyual gwara lifestyle gwara jami nyo pajok ko be lo diang odung pe pajok lo diang ogina gima pate be gina ma kinmai wajane their origin necessarily leaning ko ikai giyo meo chike pat okwane pat kai agi agoro chike pat okwane pat ki agi ipajok chike pat okwane pat gimarong poko gen gi pari na bedo jok tugi like the gods kima Roman one will follow gina Aries, one will follow Zeus, one will follow Poseidon, one will follow Jupiter, right? So gen follow Jeremy pat so kid ma what actually been a call right? So that's a different culture, but for them it's different. So like we have different culture, but it's still overall within one large culture. I think that's the best I can say too. And also like appearance too. You know, when you see a male person, you know right away that that's a male.
Right, like how so?
Huh?
How so? How do you tell a male?
Sometimes the skin tone tend to be different. They tend to be shorter too. Their facial structure tend to be different. Or Agoro people tend to be light, like Langi people tend to be skin tone tend to be a little different than the rest. So like tall Pajok used to be taller. They used to look more like Dinkas or Nuer when in height. in stature. But now not so much. So it's like, and then you go and you find shorter people. So like you could tell who they are and not just language. But you also sometimes tell they're dancing too. When you look at it very closely, you could tell that the dances are a little different. The way you look at Acholi Sudan and Acholi Uganda, their dancing is a bit different, especially the girls. Dingy Dingy in South Sudan is different from Dingy Dingy in Uganda. It's dance a little different, I think. So, or even, I don't know, the drum problem.
So, Abu, I don't know. I don't want to cut you off. Keep me in opinion. Like, I mean, why you again? Meet the differences between the clan and Guinea. I know in one family, mom pere me a man, mom pere me a boy. Mom too didn't have a chance to watch it. What kind of story to give more? Mom pere be watching any kind of kono dada mo ma yang lo waji digi gang no en pari tiri gimo TV to sharing kid wo ma wa twara pass it on ku bo dan story mo tie wala kono joke wala kono dada mo tie ma yang en no ngi waji bodu
Ada the duang, ada the papoya, ada the po bibi,
we waji pa
ada the
boy
po ken, ada the po ken, ada the pa. Oh,
What is a baby?
but I don't know how to tell other dada, but I just know other dada how it goes, but I don't know how to tell other dada. So I'm just saying like other dada be especially this other dada our history. And if you follow some of these other dada, you find out there's a lot of history in it. Like other dada, what was it? There's one other dada about Apoyo and the other animals. When they more what they were in the come out of the dog cool pian on teacher. And I put out or comedy or park or loaded or tell loaded nigga. Nigga, Matia were anything. Matia ball again a ball rodaka, rodinga, while a ball late or came at where again and young at airport. So, so again, I know poop. I know poop, I know poop, but I go like a poop. When it were young on a piano, time again, I can't let them a more meal like a power poop can go. Maggie young a young and so I know poop or better down or better carap better clan. Apo been a better clan or better cara. Carana money more what you need wunu to teach go kono balo teach pe bin kamara pipian bo bongkon. So again I don't need one or two other ball, I don't know be the matter. So like Bora and young up other than a well better history more canon in children's story, like Ace of Fable. So Ace of better Greek young John, you know, bolo jala bolo gina gi yeah chal ko ya loke mamaracha. So like in order that put it with teen. So order the pa po ga the geopuk. But man ma po rugu banga pa rugu banga pa mare mo rugu banga pa mare ka chiro kandango di. That's a story if I get that's get a Little Red Riding Hood, man.
Almost.
You know that other the odi king wan ko chira nang odi king wan ru ke chal gena chal mare ni ada bi no ni so chamo di no ore ngakera
Isn't that like a story pagine Red Robin mo chero orue o chero gang chero bora buba mo chero kwanya chemo or wang. Isn't it like similar to that?
Yeah. The wolf in a Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it paid.
Story now.
Yeah, I know. Anatie we talk about kono wapo kinwa kidma wabino kereo meo obo pajok or whatever. Dano opore from original where we came from. What ok until wacha oporo kinwa wachera honey. Is there anything ma Kadano tamo gineno gidwoko komgi. Do they come back meeting magi bedo ka chel before or gibino ka discuss gamoro money different clan ma lo twero goro dano ho we kahamo ken well gi bin gigeda ka chel ka lo or ka discuss ngoma tie a different dogola mapapat where they came from ka gi chore or is there any trait mani o one nimo check gang toa ma did one en wabino tin kono wabino ki ngo wabino ki pool jomano che o pool joman. Is there anything like that happening while our team before or is it still happening during this time? Gwano o team ikarmo ang kono ya ang ko. I'm old but anangeo ga ego giko but angeo ko kay ngeo ka kid ga ego ni politie ka team.
Gitia temona, piano better tag, tag. Teme can try. Pian poke pa gapi la bongo. Karama gapi la bongo poke ni ngamangeo karne. Pe o chara when o chara 1500 or no chara 19 something or chara young chon. So tongo bolo. Tego mo kwanya. Lokila mo bara ngom bara. So kid me dog dong petware pian danong ngeo ko kid mo cat. Madano cat kide. Kagi mo to kingeo ko kid mo to. Chamo kena me ngeo ni piece or missing ko. So dana me take a temona. Ngeo ka bene kene no dit. You know, kagi mo ngeo gina odada mani Humpty Dumpty porone. Twere dong dog kachel ko. So twere mera lakin nen auto chal miro what team history kit any miro nge ngomo time ngomo bale penjo mo te kare ko mero ne gilo le mapat kichiro yo gina Uganda Kenya yo gina yantebe achule ken lakin logo Ghana buri matoge bene we will clever chule ngi achule gi mena chule ba dan kwera le ba kwera pengi luo so gina better tak.
Yeah, lepa Jonah kid man neno kere actually me Uganda. We mama biro miro join line too. I biro kan an interview per miles of Facebook kape neno video any. And an interview per kid man look leba chuli kere because I was very curious. Leba chuli to the look nini. Ka wajani a foil like thank you and wajani a foil. But I'm sure you spell it the same way a foil. But they say a foil. What do you think is going on? Because the dialect for Jomi Uganda, the pingo get no job that ni a foil.
Apo
To
gwang
say
no
a
apo
foil.
gwang actually lo ka wan injom bele apo chal kama ngi wajani jalu wajapat alu wajapat langi wajapat kichiro yo alu kono jume wane awajo atiti alembi akopi igi wajama pat so chana apo ni apo ni mara te chal gina ni apo ya bene chama ana apo gwang like it's like a V on F instead of
Like they spell it. You spell it the same way. Kid Mawa spell. I can get pronounce it differently. I wonder why.
Yeah, chama kana ko mugu lagi ako cham ito ra log ma back why because chama kana yang chang ki kwana gena lagi ako mapenye jomo muna cho sometimes like the speed change over time call lagi over time no ngani mo ko ka wajana ni afoyo instead of afoyo or like gina o diang chama kana ka log itu gimana bina o even kabine karibene laga wang tieba lape bino loke bino mapat pen kingi o kini wajana like fashoda instead of fashoda ngi wajama pat da
Buyala Karamamach. What's the difference between a Choli me Uganda, get Choli to a Miss South Sudan? Interact with Junior, Ibiri Buyali Karmu will Kampala. Different thing on it. Anything on my part between one Gijuni, besides dialect to
well yeah but what you have a better That,
Your behavior.
dialogue took it part.
Behavior your
Dialogue took it part.
general look, child look.
Roga, Morgan.
Taban child language gini. Pronunciation. Pronunciation tie mer pat. Ijo mamewani. Cha makana gichego ba na ko bene. Munu gijo makana pongo no gijo. Bakana kono. Che by gene. We using parable total. We look at Gimo, no meaning Gimon.
Never aired.
Kayina Sudani Danya Ta, Carno, no, you know, Shara Ilmen God, especially if you can follow. Then, Yellow Ta.
Kidman tama lab to get out a lu gi tum chane West Nile gi Congo Kenya gilangi on the east side or meet gain in the middle.
Yeah.
So okay now the speed to gi on log on timing. Chalmiel on timing.
Yes.
One actually le to amin me lo gena hummingbird. Then one melo yoro. So it took a look, Kagilog Chama can I you are Gilunga Ben Chama can gonna hot deck to give a Chama can I pat. So get ya when you're gonna look, gonna kinma a lu look, Kagicha when a kinma gonna pianga a mere bodegina opego. One la bala. So la bala kelo bori pero che ragna ne opero. One la bala no. Go in go bena koro in di wana kure wana we want to work. Inyanga. So leba che la ken term part. Chane makoro in.
Yes.
Chane da go an.
Yeah. Uganda is very common.
Ero ni balo pen money kelly pero. So pego la bala okure work. So kimagi log da to part term me part. Yeah, actually when team cham kana weje ka body wa ni cha da ero ni ka cha da gima part chama na ti lungo bel kun cha wa da gima part. So it
Joe, in be look of French, I don't mean I take French again in high school, gay college, guinea. So it maybe use French as maybe an example. Go French kim mi waje gi mo I waje do tok kim mi wane mo para a beach. I wane atigi mo a beach. Is that again a correct example? Because French gi waje ga tok they don't watch gi waje direct go koroni mo para beach gi wane atigi mo a beach. Gi wane mo para beach gi wane atigi mo a beach. Right? So is it the same way, Leb Acholi? You want to talk the other way around?
Talk Tamkong actually kati luo bero humongous ite leb matie kara okagi leb rube anto lexicon part kid machal ka wadane iningi ikang go so kamogi wane kang kamogi wane kai kamogi wane okeny kamo kono na lo wadane ngange be mokena watie so kachala wadane latin kayo ka latin chogo Nima wadane okaya chogo kayo bela chogi latin chogi onywala ko so kang mana tie muna chagina so ken mana chagina So chamo can tie the same, but what we're nyangone. Lakin board given a get we're nyangone, lakin use it go. So talk look, Juma logo talk look it here. It can actually enter Munungote, Ginanama, Mongemote, Magitia, Logona Loga. Or chamo ki would give board Juma given in John Belle, Niwana, Njonga. You want a winner leper. So like more jaggy wajan Kachale wane Edouard. Sulu wajan Edouard. Right? Arabi wane eta Doros, you know, that Ginana Edouard one. They want a yenyo. Go. Or it's gonna like Jomoa, I tell legal near tell legal Gimonema. You are Arab and one legal, which are right. So, Lapetier, like in man and part, Chamokana.
Okay.
So, like, Kawa, Jukutan, Anya, like actually Sudan, Chamokana, win actually Uganda, and frequency, and Tobene terms. Instead of saying you're going, you're saying I'm walking.
Okay.
But it means the same thing. You're leaving. So that's the only thing. But with other stuff though, you have Matoge there too. So they'll mix all the Buganda language with Acholi language, and then you got like Teso folks, and then you have like the Unyoro people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me one question. Angeo kokono muna lu wala I don't know Uganda. Mono wani lembo nyotere ni munu which munu Uganda wala lu?
1 minute.
Lembo nyotere?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that sound like Angeo come that sound like a male, but that sound like Lembo obedo geneko obedo fruit ko or log.
Okay, guys, 30 seconds. Boy, one way.
That sounds like it started, you know, to us it sounded like it's a curse word. You know what I mean?
All right.
Wapoy for joining or don't 30 seconds. Jia, thank you. Awia, thank you.
You're a Lou. Boy, you're Lou. Why are you even hiding?
Thank you, Lokak.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Take care, guys.
Yeah.